Okay, third week in June, here we are. Sorry I missed last week. I got a little bit under the weather, and I'm still kind of a little bit under the weather, but feeling better, taking naps. Sometimes your body tells you things, right? You gotta take a break, you gotta take a nap, you gotta just take a bath, which of course I did, a couple of them, several times. Okay, so I'm going to start by just moving through the zodiac signs for the weekend. I thought I would just do a kind of a quick reading for the zodiac signs through the weekend. If you want a private reading with me, you can, there'll be information down below. You can email me information if you would like a personal reading. And let's just go ahead and get into where we're at right now. Okay, so I'm gonna clear the deck first here. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta like refresh the energy before you can move on, right? So sometimes it's great to have like a big cry. And I'm pretty good at that. I can do that. And it feels so relieving when it's like, when you let it all out. It's just like this, just, this new like peace and tranquility that's in your body of just kind of letting go. Feels good. So where are we at? Okay, let's start with Gemini. Okay, we're in Gemini right now. Let's start with Gemini. So what does Gemini need to know for the third week in June? What does Gemini need to know for this weekend? Let's just say for the weekend, because we're already in Friday. June is flying by. Where has it gone? So we get the willing release card. The willing release. So what are people, places, and things that you need to let go of, that you need to release? Even though it's a new moon, yep, right? We're still gonna have to participate in letting things go to open up greater space to receive the new. Even just, you know, some dancing in your house for 10 minutes can really change up the energy, or some yoga, or music, like just actually physically getting it out of the body, moving the body. What else does Gemini need to know for this weekend? Gemini. I'm going with the animal wisdom deck. Chameleon spirit. Act as if. Act as if you already have it. Act as if you already have received it. Whatever dreams and hopes and wishes. Sometimes they can feel so eluding, right? So far away. It can feel that way. You know, but like really tuning into that energy. And one of the teachers that I have, we were creating what's called sigils, and like painting different like sacred symbols and sigils to create like a funnel, like a focal point, like that 0 point focal point energy of what you want to manifest. It was tons of fun, and I would highly recommend doing that. And you can also put it on your altar or hang it up, and use different colors that represent different things. So Gemini, what else does Gemini need to know? for this weekend. Okay. Longing for home, belonging, the original light worker. So, where's that space in your heart and your mind and your body where you just want to feel that space of home inside yourself, in your environment? Maybe you're in an environment that just doesn't fit anymore, that doesn't feel like home. We have to look at those things. I mean, we can do so much inner work, right? But sometimes our actual environment is really blocking the way to, feeling that like understanding, like, ooh, I'm understood, I'm heard, I'm seen, these kinds of feelings. So I would definitely, look at that as a possibility, or the group you're hanging around, or what aren't you taking action on that you'd like to. So I'm going to go ahead and pull kind of like a, let's see, for Geminis. Okay. So Gemini, you got the turquoise bag. And it's really kind of like, it's like a turquoisey blue, but more turquoise. It's that space of just feeling okay with allowing yourself to forgive others, forgive yourself, be in that space of forgiveness, write it down, burn it, whatever you need to do to just kind of like move through it, which creates that open door, right? That new moon energy that's coming in. So this is sea glass. It's actually a pendant of mine. You could get a pendant of it, but it's a sea glass. And it's, right? And when you find sea glass, like, what does it represent? It represents that, like, polishing those harder edges, like softening them like a flower, right? Softening the hard edges of glass, and allowing those edges to just kind of like be a little bit more playful and soft, with other people, with yourself, and just kind of go with the flow a little bit more. So it's obviously, right? So these sea glass from the ocean, go with the flow a little bit more. I've talked about Watsu, like maybe, or float in a pool of water or a bath or the ocean, like let yourself float, that like floating sensation, that womb-like watery sensation. So allow that, because it also puts you in that dream state, right? That sort of dream state that feels like just yummy, and your ability to just kind of let the mind go and let the intuition percolate. Yeah, so Gemini, allow that softness. Okay, so Cancer, let's see here. So Cancers, what is the energy for Cancer? Whoa. Okay, the cards just literally went everywhere. Everywhere. Pick up the pieces. Pick up the pieces. Like, kind of bring it all in. I was feeling a little out of sorts this morning, and I found myself like, I spilled water, I bumped into the wall, like other stuff was happening. It was just like clumsy and really not like me. So it's like Cancer, like picking up the pieces, right? Putting your clothes away in a nice tidy way, or making your space tidy and neat. What is for Cancer, Cancer, Cancer? What's for Cancer this weekend? Okay, the uncharted sea. Are you willing? Are you afraid? Are you going to let the night sky guide you, the North Star? Are you going to let that guide you? Or are you going to not allow that new information to be downloaded? It's like, what new information wants to be downloaded? Is kind of what I'm hearing. Let the new information be downloaded. Which means, you know, taking a blanket and going under a tree and just laying there and letting your body connect deeper with the earth. Because there are many downloads you get that way, you know, from Mother Earth herself. Like slow way down. Slow way down. Cancer for Cancer this weekend. Okay, bat spirit. So it's rebirth. So bat spirit. Yeah, hang upside down. Find a tree. Wrap your legs around it. Hang upside down. You know, get a different viewpoint. New perspective on something. Where are you forcing your viewpoint to be right? Like, or wrong? Like, where are you forcing that? Are you willing to create more space? Like, what else is possible? What else is possible in your life? What else is possible in this situation? What else is possible that I've never considered? What else does Cancer need to know? Cancer energy. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. I'm seeing like a smiley bear. Like maybe you're gonna see a black bear or a grizzly bear or like a smiley bear. There's like some kind of like happy bear energy. It's like, put my paw on the honey. Yeah, that's good, honey. Was it good? Okay, so the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Okay, you picked here right now on this planet at this time during this massive transformation here. So how can you be here, be now, be present? Now is the time. You know, stay clear of drama. If you need to have a conversation with somebody, do it. If there needs to be some space opening, if just write the letter, do it. If you just need to move on, do it. Like, you got it. Sometimes you gotta take action. Even if it looks like inaction, sometimes things can look like inaction, but it is a choice, right? So if you choose not to take the uncharted seas, that is a choice. That's an action. What does Cancer need to know? Okay. So, actually, one thing I wanted to mention is the colors, right, of each bag that I've chosen for each sign. So this is yellow. It's like a light yellow. And that is your solar plexus chakra. So maybe take a look there. Maybe there needs to be some clearing energy there, more positive thoughts and words said to yourself and to others. And then we have here the acorn. So what, right? You know, that acorn of the tree, it falls from the ground, from the tree, and it's like, okay, what acorns have I like planted around? What is there already that I'm just not paying attention to? that if I would choose it, could change my reality, right? As if by magic, it could change everything. If I took this step, if I chose that way, if I, allowed myself to do something differently, like how could that change yourself? Not just yourself, but the world, right? So, have a good weekend. Let's see, what do we got here? We have Leo. Leo. Like, I would even say, like, changing the color of your clothes. Like, buy a new shirt that's a different color. Put on some different underwear that's a different color. New socks, like different colored tennis shoes. Just, like, change it up. Like, really change things up. Okay, so Leo. Weekend, Leo. A grand symphony. So allow yourself, right, to I don't know, take a leap of faith. Like, allow yourself to be that note in the symphony that is special just for you. What note do you want to play? Are you happy with the note that you're playing, or would you like to shift that note? When you sing or play music, sometimes we've got to shift the chords, the vocal cord has to shift in a particular song. Like, how do you want to sing it? How do you want to be with it? By just shifting the chord in just even a subtle way. Like, just notice that. Like, I'm recommending to everybody, I feel like, for everyone to just slow down a little bit. Just slow down in your life. And kind of just take subtle action. What does Leo need to know? Okay, Turkey Spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. Give with gratitude and grace. Yeah. Maybe, that giving and receiving energy, right? It's like we put the energy out, right? We put all the energy feelers out into the world. We expand energetically. And then we also, like, receive, and we give, and we receive, and we give. It's that flow. And maybe, this is a time to, give gratitude and show it to somebody, or some charity, or some way that you feel is unique to you, that has, meaning, that could really shift somebody's life. Okay, what else does Leo need to know? Leo. What does Leo need to know? And we have protection. Call back your power, cut the cords, and soul retrieval. So maybe have a session with a shaman. Ask the angels and spirits to call back any and all energies that you've left in places, right? To call those energies back in. Sometimes it's a swapping energy. Like, sometimes you literally can do a meditation where you're seeing somebody who energetically has been negative or a tricky situation, and you can literally see your energies swap. Like, all the energy that I've given to this person, I receive it back. All the energy that I have from this person, I give it. So it's like a swapping of energies. That can be very powerful, actually. You'd be amazed, you know, and maybe it's a cutting cord thing, but I'm sensing more of a swapping cord, like a swapping energy. Like it's like, you know, and we do it all the time. People do it all the time and they don't realize it. So like just releasing and receiving back. So what does Leo need to know this weekend? What does Leo need to know for the weekend? Okay. So Leo gets orange and it's the sacral chakra. Maybe you could do some clearing there. Maybe it's related to the sacral chakra. You know, that might be a possibility. So look at that. Also orange, creativity, like painting, singing, dancing, writing, creative outlets, you know, you know, any art projects, fantastic this time for the weekend. Okay, so then you also have Ladybug. Ladybug. Do. Okay, so Ladybug, amazing, Ladybug. Ladybug vibes. That is some new abundance coming your way. In who knows what form. Maybe it's animal form, maybe it's money form, maybe it's a new friend form, maybe it's just don't know, right? Maybe it's a new class or something. What can I add to my life? What can I add to my life today? It's like sometimes we gotta let go of something, and then what can we add to our lives that would create and generate a space for myself that would add to my life, right? So focus on that. And now we are on to Virgo. Here we go. I'm going to take some Vata. Virgo. You know that swishing water around in your mouth actually hydrates your body more? Swish water around in your mouth. I do it daily actually, and it helps tremendously. Now of course it's not electrolytes, so if you need electrolytes you gotta get your electrolytes as well, but the swishing water around is super helpful. Okay, so what does Virgo need to know this weekend? What does Virgo need to know this weekend? Virgo this weekend. Okay, the power of purpose. The power of purpose. This card reminds me of mandalas. So it's, you know, they even have like in spiritual bookstores, you know, mandalas that are even colored, or you may create your own mandala. Something about mandalas that really shifts the energy, could really shift the energy for you right now. I'd highly recommend it, and even making your own, which would be fun, right? Let's see. Mandalas, yeah. And sometimes I visualize using mandalas to like put over something that, like sometimes, you know, just standing up, like for instance, like standing up energetically, flushing everything out of your system, out of your system and into the earth, okay? And once that's complete, you can put a mandala over the top of it. It kind of like, you don't have to, but, or anything energetically that you're releasing. You can do some type of ceremony with the earth and the land, and then put a mandala even visually. You don't have to do it even, you know, it doesn't have to be, you know, physical. It's with your mind's eye, is usually the way I do it. but that's kind of what I'm seeing. What else does Virgo need to know this weekend? Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. What does Virgo need to know this weekend? Animal spirit, swan spirit. Time for a deep dive. Whew, yeah, okay, so there's some shadow work there for sure. Step into your shadow work. It never really ends, right? We know that, but that's definitely a call for shadow work. So what do you need to like look deeper at within yourself? So go deeper. And it's not easy, right? These things are not always easy. But the sooner we jump into these kinds of things, the easier it gets, really. Because no human being is perfect, right? And we all have stuff. And we have to be gentle with ourselves and others. And we have to remember that, right? So, what else does Virgo need to know? What else does Virgo need to know? What does Virgo need to know this weekend? Okay, just say yes. Say yes to 1, 2, and 3. 3 is a very sacred number, by the way, though. It's a beautiful number, but maybe there's something being presented to you that you want to say yes to. Some more shadowy content that you want to be invited to exploring and releasing, like a once and for all, like really taking part of that onion layer and really peeling off like a big piece, because you can. And I would recommend doing that somehow this weekend if you can. You know, a retreat, a workshop, a reading, So what else does Virgo need to know this weekend? Virgo. So Virgo's got yellow and turquoise. So that's forgiveness of self and others. And the yellow is like continuing to let your light shine. It's not this or that, it's this and that. It's both, right? And then we have the crystal sodalite. So this is a pendant of mine, and it's called sodalite. And it's great for any kind of meditations, but also just clearing the mind, clearing the clutter out of your mind. Clear and let go of clutter out of your mind. Because when you do that, it makes you feel like you just like had a 4-day vacation, right? Like literally, it's amazing how when you shift that energy, how it can just change everything in a second, because everything is in the here and now, right? And it can change everything in a second or 2, depending on what you're choosing. Okay, Libra. Libra. What does Libra need to know for the weekend? What does Libra need to know for the weekend? What does Libra need to know for the weekend? Okay, opening to discovery. Ooh, lovely. Sit yourself under the night sky, right? Open yourself to discovering something new. Like spend some time alone is what I'm hearing. Spend some time alone under the night sky. Like remember who you are, where you came from. You know, what legacy do you want to leave behind on this planet? Like what is it that you know, write some statements that kind of like mission statements to your life. To kind of like open up that space inside in your heart and your mind and your body. And when you feel that like really lightness about something, like let's say you're writing down different mission statements, right? Well, you might need to like change it up many times, and that's okay. But when it really like lands, it feels like, yes, okay, that's awesome. Maybe you want to frame it or have it nearby so you can read it. So what else does Libra need to know? Libra, Libra, Libra for the weekend. Libra, Libra, Libra. Hawk Spirit. Let Spirit be your guide. Let Spirit be your guide. Joe Dispenza has, yes. Joe Dispenza has some really great meditations, and they're really much, a lot of them are like in the night sky, where you're just like visualizing yourself like as darkness in the darkness, and you're letting yourself be expansive as space. Those really expand the body energetically. I would highly recommend it. It's like, and letting just what Spirit wants to show you in that time and space, because it will show you something, guaranteed. And you might be surprised by what you notice or witness, or yeah. So I would really recommend it. And what else does Libra need to know? Libra, 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 Libra. Okay. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? Have you answered your deepest calling? This is a great card because it's really pretty much saying, yeah, you go into those spaces, those unknown spaces. Spend time with yourself. Remember who you are. Remember where you came from. Let your body and being expand into that spaciousness where you can receive information. Even just that essence of that knowingness of who you are will come through. It will come through. Okay, so what else? What does Libra need to know? Libra, Libra. Okay, so Libra, I pulled the red and yellow bag. So this is like, these are roses, dried petals. Of red and yellow petals, flower petals, rose petals. So put them in your God box. Put the rose petals in your God box, because roses have the highest frequency and vibration of any flower. And it is an energy, right? Put them in a nice little dish or someplace that, you know, by your bed, or something to remind you of that, like the sweetness of life. That sweetness of life. That gentleness and sweetness of life. Remember that this weekend, your essence. Okay, one more for now, and then I'll do another video tomorrow. So, Scorpio. Okay. Hold on one sec. Watcher, watcher, watcher. Okay, Scorpio, Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know this weekend? What does Scorpio need to know? I got this one. Shining through, shining through. Yeah, let your light shine. Let your light shine. Let that, like, through tenderness is what I'm hearing. Like that tender space, Like, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to let your light shine in a way that's tender and gentle. And it doesn't mean you always have to be like that. We are not all one thing all the time. How fucking boring would that be? Sorry, but it would, wouldn't it? So, like, I go through many different emotions, especially as a water sign, right? And a fire sign. But it's like letting that light shine in those tender spaces. So just like, yeah, find that sweet, tender space in yourself. And if you're a Scorpio, I'm a Scorpio, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And let other people receive it too. Like, I have to tell you, Scorpios are not, it's not always easy for us to receive the sweetness. And people might be surprised by that, but it's really true. So just, allow that sweet gentleness, tenderness. Receive it. What else does Scorpio need to know? What else does Scorpio need to know? Scorpio. Giraffe spirit, see the big picture. That's typically not too hard to do. Yeah. Like, see the bigger picture, right? The neck is tall and long, and it's like, I can see, like, very clearly. It's like, just rise above any situations or issues. If people want to, drag you down in any way, shape, or form, it's like, we don't have to participate. I think that's something I'm learning even now. It's like, we do not have to participate. Just because someone calls you into drama doesn't mean you have to participate. There is a door, right? And you can walk out of it. So, or you can just, walk away or not say anything, or what else does Scorpio need to know this weekend? What does Scorpio need to know this weekend? What does Scorpio need to know this weekend? Grandmother of Jesus, seeing the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Divine plan. Yeah, remembering that divine plan. We're not here alone. Like, get on your altar, pray, let it go, receive information, and know that you don't have to do everything all on your own. Like, I think a lot of times Scorpios often can feel like they have a lot on their shoulders. And I think karmically, Scorpios kind of come in that way. Yeah. Because we're very aware of a lot going on. Not just what people say or what they're doing necessarily, but like the undercurrents, right? And that can be easily seeing somebody else's patterns and seeing how someone is, what they're choosing, how they're operating. And, that can be a lot to ingest. And then also we're very much the mystical sign of the zodiacs. So you also are aware of so much other things going on. So what else does Scorpio need to know for this weekend? Scorpio. Here we go. Aha. This is like tropical jungle bag. All right. Okay. So we got jasper. These are my earrings. But this is a jasper stone. They're really, really gorgeous. And jasper comes in all colors. And it's a very grounding stone. I would highly recommend getting some jasper. Even there's ocean jasper, which is quite amazing stone as well. But jasper just really kind of like, okay, ground your energy. I'm here on the planet. What would I like to choose? What is distracting me from choosing what's for my highest good? Like, and not allowing that to occur. Okay, don't let people live rent-free in your head, right? What's distracting me here? Okay, I'm just gonna let that go. Let it go. And I'm gonna choose this. What would add more to my life? Okay, I'm gonna choose this. What would add more to my life? I'm gonna choose this. Like, just allow yourself to be playful and to kind of see what else would be delicious in your life. All right, so with that, have a wonderful weekend, and please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, of course, I'm an intuitive energy healer and reader, and you can contact me through my email as well. All right, have a blessed weekend, and have fun.